Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a horror action animation film, Resident Evil: Infinite Darkness. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. Since the outbreak of the zombie virus, all countries have worked together to bring the virus under control. The crisis caused by the virus is settled, but wars among humans break out everywhere. Small countries suffer a lot from the war. Cities are destroyed. Lots of people are forced to leave their hometowns to live in refugee camps. Claire, who survived the zombie war, now works as a social worker. She often visits the refugees and brings them supplies. Once during an aid mission in Panamstan, she sees a mysterious painting from a local kid. The painting depicts zombies attacking humans, which is scary. Meanwhile, Agent Shen Mei is called to attend an emergency meeting in the White House. Besides Shen Mei, also attending the meeting are Agent Leon and the Noodle Hair. The blonde guy, a war hero who fought in the Civil War in Panamstan, is also in attendance. The U.S. government provides military assistance to government forces. A few hours ago, the White House was attacked by a hacking incident. Top-secret presidential documents have been accessed illegally. Since the server uses a LAN, nobody can access it from outside. The president suspects there is a mole in the White House. They have checked all the monitors, but find nothing suspicious. So the president and the defense minister gather the group, hoping they can find the mole. Right then there is a sudden blackout. Everyone is on high alert. Agents go out to check what is going on. The Noodle Hair encounters an infected employee, now a zombie. Luckily, Leon comes to help in time. He shoots the employee and saves the Noodle Hair. Seeing zombies there, they return to the office and escort the president to a secret bunker. The Noodle Hair is responsible for protecting the president, while Leon, the blonde guy, and Shen Mei deal with the zombies outside the bunker. Luckily, there are not many zombies inside the White House. Soon they manage to kill all the zombies. The next day, a medical team come and remove all the bodies. Leon and the blonde guy wonder where the zombies came from and who is behind all this. Leon starts to investigate. Meanwhile, Claire comes to the White House to apply for funds so as to build hospitals and schools in the refugee camps. Claire meets Leon and shows him the painting she saw in Panamstan. According to its clues, she thinks during the Civil War somebody has used biochemical weapons in Panamstan. Leon believes Claire is overthinking it. The defense minister finds that the secret file accessed by the hacker is related to China, including the information about a Shanghai-based biological research facility. Therefore, he assumes that the Chinese are behind it. He hopes the president can send Leon to investigate. Later, Leon, the blonde guy, and Shen Mei are sent to China by the newest stealth submarine, with the mission to break into the research facility to find out if it is all related, while the Noodle Hair stays behind to protect the president. On the other side, Claire finds there is more behind the painting, so she researches further and learns that during the Panamstan Civil War, the U.S. sent an army troop there. The American army was resisted by local people and forced to withdraw from Panamstan. Not long after that, all soldiers killed themselves at home. Only the blonde guy and another soldier survived. One night, when Leon is walking around, he happens to see the blonde guy injecting himself in the toilet. So he asks him what is going on. The blonde guy tells him that there was a virus outbreak in Panamstan. The US worried that the virus would spread, so they sent the blonde guy and a troop there to help. However, once an American soldier died there, the US government could use it as an excuse to launch an attack and destroy the whole city, resulting in claiming many innocent lives there. Feeling guilty for that, some of the soldiers chose to commit suicide. The blonde guy has resorted to tranquilizers ever since. Right then, the submarine shakes violently. They rush to the cockpit, but only to find many dead bodies of the crew. There is a terrifying look and scratches on their faces. Leon and the blonde guy decide to hunt the murderer separately. Leon is horrified to see some infected rats coming out of a dead body. He knows it is a military biological weapon, but he doesn't understand how this thing appears on the submarine. Still in confusion, he sees countless infected rats burst out of the bodies. The emergency alarm goes off at the same time, showing that the submarine self-destruction program will be activated in 5 minutes. Leon runs to the rescue capsule. The blonde guy and Shen Mei are waiting for him there already. The three of them evacuate the submarine together in an escape pod. When the US government hears of this, they start an investigation immediately, and find that when the submarine exploded, a Chinese fleet was nearby. So the defense minister blames the destruction on the Chinese. As things get worse, the defense minister decides to raise the national emergency level. Leon and others land in Shanghai safely, and arrive at a safe house. When Shen Mei uses a dagger to open the door, Leon spots there is blood on it. He realizes it was Shen Mei and the blonde guy that actually killed the crew on the submarine. Leon asks the blonde guy why they did it. The blonde guy is very frank. He tells Leon they are looking for evidence to expose the conspiracy of the US government. He is full of hatred for America after what happened in Panamstan and determined to expose what they did. Suddenly, the blonde guy takes out a gun. Leon shoots him first and fights with Shen Mei. Shen Mei realizes she is no match for Leon, so she escapes out. Then she comes to meet her grandfather in a manor, but never expects Leon to follow her there and take a security guard hostage. Leon also sees her infected brother there. At this point, Shen Mei has to tell him the truth. The defense minister works with a pharmaceutical company making biochemical weapons, and Panamstan was a test run for the weapons. Shen Mei's brother is one of the bioweapon soldiers who was sent to Panamstan to test the weapon. However, the virus spread by accident, causing many civilians to be infected and to become zombies. During the evacuation, they were stopped by the rebels. When this comes to light, the defense minister sent the blonde guy and a troop to Panamstan, attempting to cover the whole incident and rescue the people working for him. When the blonde guy and his team arrived, Shen Mei's brother was the only survivor. They were attacked by zombies during the evacuation. As a result, everyone had been infected. In order to save them, Shen Mei's brother gave the blonde guy the virus inhibitor, but became a zombie himself. The blonde guy didn't report to headquarters about Shen Mei's brother after he returned. Instead, he contacted Shen Mei's grandfather and sent her brother's body to Shanghai. There is still some virus remaining in the blonde guy and other soldiers' bodies. In order to survive the infection, they need to get more inhibitors from the defense minister. The defense minister threatens them with the inhibitor, directing them to conduct cruel missions for him. Most of the soldiers in the blonde guy's team committed suicide because they couldn't stand his control. As the defense minister desires more money and power, he takes the inhibitor as his trump card. He planned the attack in the White House and the destruction of the submarine, hoping to start a war between America and China, through all of which he can take use of his bioweapons and the virus inhibitors to gain more money and power. Shen Mei has been looking for evidence to destroy the defense minister for the death of her brother, and the blonde guy wants to eliminate the defense minister's control, so they decide to work together. After 6 years of investigation, they finally gather enough evidence. All bioweapon soldiers are implanted with a chip to record their vitals and their combat data. That chip contains information such as who created him and who sent him into battle. There is also a chip in Shen Mei's brother's body. The blonde guy didn't report her brother back then, so the defense minister thought all bioweapon soldiers were dead. Shen Mei believes if they go public with the chip, they could expose the defense minister's conspiracy. Suddenly, the manor is bombed, and the building collapses. Leon struggles hard to save Shen Mei out, but her brother and grandfather are buried there forever. Right then, Leon believes that the blonde guy is still alive, because only he could know this place, and should be responsible for the bomb. In the meantime, Claire finds the other survivor in the blonde guy's team, according to the information she got from the news. Unfortunately, when she arrives, he has shot himself. Claire finds a diary where he wrote down every detail that happened in Panamstan. She goes to confront the defense minister about the conspiracy, but she is then captured by the defense minister's men. Leon doesn't agree with making the chip public now, because he believes that the defense minister's men will retaliate against Shen Mei. And also, the blonde guy didn't do this for the sake of justice. He just wants the world to suffer like him. Hearing that, Shen Mei loses herself in her thoughts. They decide to return to America to stop the defense minister. In the meantime, he calls the noodle hair and asks him to tell the president the truth. Claire wakes up in a lab, and the defense minister is standing right in front of her. He confides to her that he does not only develop bioweapons, but also makes bioweapon soldiers for future wars. The president is going to hold a press conference and take a firm stance against China. Just then, the blonde guy appears in the lab. The defense minister still wants to control the blonde guy with a virus inhibitor, but it doesn't work anymore, because the blonde guy injected himself with the newest virus before he came there, turns into a horrible monster suddenly. He kills the defense minister easily. Soon the AI system in the base detects that there is biochemical leakage and starts the cleansing procedure automatically. Acid pours into the base from all directions to destroy all the bioweapons. Not long after, Leon and Shen Mei arrive at the lab. Shen Mei stands in front of the blonde guy, trying to stop him. She can't bear to see the blonde guy, a good man who saved her brother, has become a monster. The blonde guy doesn't listen and kills her. He has lost himself and goes on a rampage. He wants to get out and kill more people, making everyone suffer from the virus. Later, Leon finds Claire and sets her free. Leon finds a rocket launcher and fires at the blonde guy, but misses it. Enraged by that, the monster throws an iron bridge at Leon and Claire. Leon manages to avoid it, but Claire is hit and knocked out. When the monster is close to escaping through the roof, Leon pulls a lever, causing the whole floor to fall into the sea of acid, including the monster, who dies in an instant, while Leon holds onto a chain and escapes. Moments later, right before making his speech to the public, the president receives the important message from Leon and the noodle hair. He chooses to believe them, and therefore changes his speech content. In the final scene, the trapped defense minister is resurrected by a mysterious man, who injected him with the same virus shot as that taken by the blonde guy. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Peace out.